Hello everyone, welcome to Pete CD Vinyl World. Today I'm going to respond to Chris Propfe's 1,000 subscriber contest, and it is all Kiss related questions, which is right up my alley, obviously. And Chris and I and Aaron Mutha Alamere and Ron Haggerty have done a couple Kiss related videos where we discuss certain topics, so looking forward to doing some more videos, maybe not of just of Kiss, some other bands as well we discussed doing. But congratulations on your 1,000 subscribers. I know you're one of the most hardworking VC guys as far as making videos and corresponding with other members of the community. So, first one, favorite Kiss song or album? I'm gonna do one of each. It's hard for me to even pick my favorite Kiss song off one album, let alone their whole catalog. But off the top of my head, I'm just gonna go with Strutter, preferably the Kiss Alive version. That one is always one that I've never gotten sick of. I know it's one of the earliest tunes they wrote, and still great. As far as my favorite album, I'd have to go back to Destroyer. It's the first album I had when I was 5. I believe it's one of those albums that really showcases Kiss as that bombastic band that they always meant to be. And, it's their experimental album at the time. But, it's still my favorite overall. I'm not saying it's the best one, but it's probably my favorite one. So next question. Song with the title Kiss in it, besides something from Kiss. I had a hard time coming up with one. Then finally it dawned on me. From Alice Cooper, Brutal Planet. The song is called Blow Me a Kiss. If you've never heard this album, this is one of Alice's heaviest albums. I wouldn't say industrial, but it's approaching that sound. But this is probably his best album he's made in the last 20 years, in my opinion. And probably the best one he made all through the even 80s and 90s, I would think. But the song Blow Me a Kiss kind of has some ironic lyrics if you want to go look them up about what's happening in today's society 20 years later. So this album's a little prophetic in that way. But check this album out if you're an Alice fan. A band with an Ace, Gene, Paul, or Peter. Plenty of Pauls and Peters. I couldn't even think of one that had a Gene. I probably could look harder, but the one guy I came up with is a Paul that actually was a big influence on Paul Stanley, and that's Paul Kossoff from Free. Paul said many times that he was one of his favorite guitar players. He said he tended to like the guys who were more rhythmic, like Keith Richards and Paul Kossoff. And he's always talked about him as one of his biggest influences. So there's my Paul. And finally, a band that toured with Kiss. So there's been a ton of bands that have toured with Kiss over the years. I missed a question. Number 3, duh. Another band that wore costumes and or makeup, so I'll pick a band that wore both, and that's Twisted Sister. I don't think that they were directly influenced by Kiss as much as other bands that were from the sort of early 70s glam era, like Alice Cooper, Sweet, David Bowie. If you know the Twisted Sisters history, they pretty much early on were more dressing up as women and in drag or whatever. Then they came into these costumes when they got signed to a label. So there's that one. Sorry, that was number 3. So a band that toured with Kiss. I'm actually picking a band that toured with Kiss, I don't believe, but Sammy Hagar opened for Kiss in 1977 at one of their... They played multiple nights in Madison Square Garden 1977, either the Love Gun or Alive 2 tour. So it's a kind of a famous story where for some reason he was asked to be a special guest. I believe Piper, the band that had Billy Squier fronting it before he became a solo artist, they were the opening band, but Hagar was asked to, I don't know, open maybe. So apparently the fans in New York were not responsive to Hagar. They started booing him, this and that. So basically he pulled out his dick and smashed his guitar and walked off the stage. So it's kind of a famous story. And even when Sammy tells it, he's like, I never had that great of a following in New York, I guess, until he joined Van Halen. But I did read, though, that he played Madison Square Garden on the VOA tour right before he joined Van Halen. So I don't know if that's true or not. But, hey, that's coming from Sammy himself. So there's my answers to my questions. Chris, congratulations on everything. And hopefully catch up and do some more videos soon. If you like these videos, please subscribe, too. Thanks.